calling it to order. Moving immediately into the land use applications. Cloverdale Clayton.
Move planning recommendations on number 1, Madam Mayor.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 1 on the zoning, move first.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 2.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 3.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 4.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 5.
Second. And all those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And on number 6, move planning recommendations.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Somebody better be opposed. That's our district energy. Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 7.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 8.
Second. In favor? Opposed?
Opposed.
Carried.
On number 8 on the zoning, move first.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. In favor? In opposition? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. And all those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried.
And move planning recommendations on number 9.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed?
On
Carried.
zoning, move first.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. In favor? Opposition? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. And all those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 10.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed?
Number 10?
Number 10. Opposed? Carried.
On the zoning on number 10, move first.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed?
Opposed.
Carried.
Move second.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 11.
Second. All those in favor? It's Councillor Villeneuve.
I think that I have clarification on this project that is moving to RF with the RF13, but I just want to confirm, because in the reading of the report that the different layout, there was some comment about reduced parking, but I understand after inquiring that that isn't the case, and I just want to confirm that, because there's a different layout.
Yes, through you, Madam Mayor. The parking would be in compliance with the RF13 zone.
So there's enough parking on site?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Councillor Woods.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. I just wanted to note and ask our General Manager of Planning that the comments from the school board, I do not believe were adequate or accurate in the report. Is that correct? And I did speak with the General Manager of Planning with regards to that.
Okay. With regards to the accuracy of the school board comments?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you. Could you just describe for me the difference in lot size between an RF12 and an RF13, please, Mr. Planner?
Yes, Madam Mayor. The RF12 zone has a minimum lot area of 320 square meters for interior lots, and in the RF13 that's increased to 335 square meters, and the corner lots go from, I believe it's 355 to 380 square meters, so they're larger in RF13.
So they're actually larger than the 12s?
Yes.
But they're smaller than an RF?
Yes. That's correct, yes.
Councillor LaFranc.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. You actually asked my question, but even further, what does this mean for parking both on street and in garage parking for an RF13?
Through you, Madam Mayor, the RF13 zone incorporates larger garages than the RF12, and it also allows an additional parking space on the lot outside of the garage, so next to the driveway.
Thank you so much.
Councillor Woods, did you have another question?
Well, I did ask the general manager of planning with regards to the school comment in the report.
Did you want to comment on that, or do you want...
Madam Mayor, those comments were received before the announcement of the province in June, so they did not discuss the new school that has been funded in Clayton. So we do, I believe, have the representative from the school district in the audience if you want further clarification.
So will the school board's clarification be available for the public hearing notification and for the public hearing
That's
purposes?
correct.
Then for the land use, I think we're equipped, unless Councillor Woods, you
Well,
need more.
my main thrust of this whole thing, Madam Mayor, is to just so that everyone is aware that there has been funding approved for a new school in Clayton, elementary school.
And thanks, Councillor. I think that's really good information that we'll make sure is available to those who are under the notification process of this public hearing, provided it goes through this motion. So, calling the question, all those in favor, opposed, that's carried.
On the zoning, move first.
Second.
Don't
Don't you have to rescind?
No, that's
Oh,
before.
first you're doing the zoning, okay. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Move second.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
The public hearing will be set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Under bylaw actions, move that the council rescind the second reading bylaw number 18730 granted by resolution RES 16-821 at the May 2nd regular council land use meeting.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Second bylaw action, move that council amend bylaw number 18730 by rezoning the portion of the subject site shown as Block A on the revised survey plan in 1 acre residential RA to single family RF, and the portion of the subject site shown as Block B from 1 acre residential RA to single family 13 RF 13.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Move that council pass second reading as amended.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Move that the public hearing be set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. And all those in favor, opposed, carried.
Move planning recommendations on number 12.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
On the zoning, move first.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Move second.
Second. All those in favor, opposed,
Move
carried.
public hearing be set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Under items referred back, Madam Mayor, move planning recommended. Actually, Madam Mayor,
Yes, I wonder if we could just get a quick outline from planning on where we are with respect to this being constructed as a phase-in with the school. Is there someone that could speak to that? What's the plan?
Madam Mayor, the applicant has revised their phasing plan to coincide with the the additions to both the Sullivan Elementary School and the Woodward Hill Elementary School. The phasing would be secured through an RC, so to follow the phasing.
So the phasing would be contiguous with the construction and the completion of new school?
That's correct. So the phasing plan shown on the screen there shows it opening in September 2018, and that would coincide with the phasing that's suggested for the construction of the schools.
Okay, I have Councillor LaFranc. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Madam Mayor. So there are going to be some rental units built on this development, and I just need to know if there will be some sort of a housing agreement to make sure that these stay as rentals rather than be transferred into condos. Do you have the answer to that?
Through the Mayor to Councillor LeFranc, the rental aspect is not being secured by a housing agreement. The applicant is working with a third-party representative to provide the rental aspect, but it's not being secured through a housing agreement.
But it will nevertheless be secured.
That is my understanding.
Thank you.
And we can define that by through if this process. Councillor Hain.
Thanks, Madam Mayor. I wonder if staff could comment with respect to the phasing plan, because I wasn't completely clear on that, where the rental apartment building would fit into that phasing. Clearly, I think, speak for, well, a lot of my colleagues when I say that the rental piece of this project is appealing to us because of the lack of purpose-built rental housing over the last couple of decades. So I wonder if staff could comment on that. And secondly, Madam Mayor, through you, I wonder if there's any comment from the school district with respect to the phasing plan, if they're prepared to comment on that. Thank you.
Mr. Planner.
Through the Mayor to Councillor Hayne, I've put up the phasing plan that's been provided by the applicant. It does show that it is part of Phase 1 for the phasing, and it would be available in July 2018.
Okay.
So it's part of the Phase 1 phasing, just to clarify?
That's correct.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you. Okay, Councillor?
Thank you.
Councillor Gill.
Madam Mayor, just wanted to clarify the restricted covenant that's being proposed on the phasing. I just want to better understand that if the situation arises that there is an announcement for additional funding for a school in a particular area or enhancements, is there an opportunity for the developer to come back to council through staff to be able to suggest that maybe the phasing itself should be re-examined? I just want to understand what opportunities, if any, exist for the developer in the context of being liquid enough to be able to accommodate what's happening in the environment.
If a miracle happens, he's asking.
Madam Mayor, through you, Madam Mayor, to Councillor Gill, there will be a restrictive covenant to coincide with the phasing of the project with the school. So if something happens faster, then we could come back to council to request a change to the restrictive covenant. So council would be able to approve that.
Thank you, Mr. General Manager. Councillor Woods.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Are we going to have a comment from the school board with regards to this matter? Because my understanding is that the funding in the area with regards to the additions to two schools was to address already overcrowding. And now there's potentially going to be, especially if the rental goes forward, potentially going to be even further students in that area. So is there a representative from the school board here? Or, pardon me, through the mayor. That's my request.
Thank you.
Sorry, Madam Mayor.
That's all right, Councillor. Does the school board representative have enough information to make a comment relative to the phasing and the construction of the schools?
Good evening. My name is Emily Watson. I'm the Manager of Demographics and Facilities Planning. The phasing of this project certainly does help us with planning for this enrollment demand. This isn't the only development, as you're aware, in the South Newton area, so we're not just planning for this development, but a lot of other ones. Enrollment pressures are already there. The tricky part for planning for this addition for Sullivan Elementary is knowing exactly what the scope is. So if this is to be approved, then we would know that we would build that into how many classrooms we might build at Sullivan Elementary. The remainder of our commentary we've already provided through staff in terms of how overcapacity the schools are and what we're asking for in our capital plan moving forward.
Thank you for your comments. Councillor Villeneuve?
I just know that there were some additional comments beyond the school that were raised at the public hearing regarding traffic in the area and access and egress, and I just want to be assured by staff that you feel that they've been adequately addressed with the developer.
Mr. Engineer?
That is correct. Those concerns have been addressed.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I'll call the question.
Madam Mayor, if I may, just a point of clarification for council. There's no housing agreement on the rental project. So should council desire to have that, they should give the direction to staff.
Definitely. Okay.
There's no housing agreement.
To keep it
Securing the rental.
What Mr. Planner suggested, they were working with someone to put in place a housing agreement.
There's no such thing.
Okay.
No, so we should get that.
So how else would you secure it as rental housing?
Council would have to give us direction to register a housing agreement for that property.
To ensure it's a housing, there's a house.
We can do
okay. Somebody want to add that to the motion, or?
Yes.
Are you speaking to the housing, Councillor Gill?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Madam Mayor, just in terms of the housing agreement, Mr. General Manager, how would that work in the context of how the affordable market currently exists, and in fact, if the developer in the future date wants to strata the building? I'm assuming that the building is not strataed, and what would that process look like in terms of one wanting to come back to council to amend the particular use that's going to be approved?
Madam Mayor, through Councillor Gill, that would be similar to a project that is occupied that wants to stratify. You need to go to council to get that approval, so this would be the same process, except it would be reversed. So that would be to go from a rental to a strata. That would have to be approved by council.
And there are some criteria for...
That's right.
And could you give me some high-level idea of what that criteria may include?
Through you, Madam Mayor, to Councillor Gill, usually the criteria runs around the vacancy rate within the city for rental units.
Sufficient? Councillor LaFranc?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I would like to recommend that we add a housing agreement to our recommendation.
I'll second that.
Okay. Councillor Hayne, are you speaking to the third plus housing? Okay. Can't even get... I tried.
I can talk about... Oh, there we are.
Okay.
Speaking to that, and through you, Madam Mayor, to staff, it's my understanding that it would be quite common as well to put a sunset clause on a rental agreement, or put a time frame on a rental agreement. So it could be something like a minimum of 15 years as a rental unit before it could be applied for strata or things like that. Is that something that staff would recommend in this housing agreement?
That would be at the discretion of council. We've done some with sunset clauses, so usually we follow council's direction on the timelines for rental that could then transfer to strata conversion.
Then, Madam Mayor, could we ask that staff work with the applicant to see what would be suitable to all parties and come back to us before final? Would that be appropriate?
That could be a part of a memorandum to land use prior to final, or in contiguous with final. Okay.
Thank you.
Calling the question on third plus a housing agreement. All those in favor? Opposed?
Opposed.
And that's carried.
On the OCP, move third.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And on zoning, move third.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. And now we've got a lot of land use contracts.
Madam Mayor, on number 2, I'm going to move planning recommendations for discussion.
Second. All those in favor?
For discussion.
Oh, you're going to discussing. Okay.
So, Madam Mayor, this is the project on 162 and 16th and 15th in South Surrey. Madam Mayor, I'm just looking for some additional clarity. I was just having some difficulty understanding the road network that would connect the Pier 16 site, which is to the north, to the proposed subject site that we're referring to today, and just wanting to better understand how engineering is proposing to have those bollards work within the context of the road network.
Mr. Engineer.
Madam Mayor, to Councillor Gill, our discussions with the Strata President, how it would work is the existing easement document that Pier 16 has would be amended such that the bollards, the removal of those, would be at the discretion of the Pier 16 residents as a strata, and there would be a reciprocal access agreement placed on this development application, so that should the Pier 16 people wish to have that access to go down to 15th Avenue, they could remove the bollards, and then that would be allowed through the agreement.
So just in the context of traffic safety, in terms of what we as a city want to achieve, I just want to better understand, does that proposal work within the confines that we operate within?
It does. It eliminates the issue of ultimately the left turn on 16th Avenue may have to be shut down, but it also allows then so the traffic would flow to the east. Unfortunately, without the access through the subdivision, there would be a long circuitous route to be able to head north along King George.
So this proposal really would restrict the subject property from having all of its traffic not going through Pier 16, is that correct?
Could you repeat that? Sorry.
So in terms of the objective that Pier 16 has, by putting these or installing these bollards, it would totally restrict any access into the townhouse development to the north, correct?
That's correct. The pedestrian and perhaps cycle may use it just because of the physical bollard size, etc., but the developer could also provide a cycle pedestrian track right out to 16th from their subdivision as well.
And I understand it was the president from Pier 16, or the Strata president, who was discussing this issue with staff?
That's correct. It wasn't a full discussion because his counsel wasn't there. It was just with the president, and that was why the request to continue our conversation.
So I'm not having a problem with the land use, but I am a little bit concerned in terms of the balance of the Strata Council in terms of whether they're wishing this would be something that they can endorse or not, just given the number of folks that came out to the public hearing.
So if we make the amendment and Pier 16 agree to that, it's in Pier 16's favor. They would control how that would operate.
Okay.
It's in their favor? Is that what, is it, Mr.
That's correct, Madam
It's in their favor? Okay. Councillor Woods?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So, if I understand this correct, Pier 16 Strata Council is going to have, for lack of a better term, the hammer to decide whether the gate is open or not.
Councillor Woods, through the Mayor, if the Strata Council were to amend the current easement, they could, in that document, have control over when the bollards would be used or not, subject to council approval.
I think that was a yes.
Yes.
So
it was an engineering yes.
It's a yes. Hopefully, Madam Mayor, in the future, if possible, we can get some consolidation of land in the area so we don't have to deal with this type of thing.
No one likes those shared access.
Good. Thank you very much, Member.
Okay. I'm going to call the question. Oh, was it on the table? Yes. I'm going to call the question. All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried.
On the OCP, move third.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On the zoning, move third.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Moving on to all these land use contracts.
Move termination of Surrey land use contract number 275.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And that was moving first, so I'll move second on this one.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move terminate land use contract number 51.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move first.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move terminate the land use contract number 274.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
I'll move first.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 4, move the termination land use contract number 228.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move first.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 5, move terminate land use contract number 52.
Second. 52? Oh, sorry. I was one ahead of you. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move first.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 6, move terminate land use contract number 44.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move first.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 7, move terminate land use contract number 3.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move first.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 8, move terminate land use contract number 401.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move first.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Public hearing set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 9, move terminate land use contract number 413.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move first.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Number 10, move terminate land use contract 497.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move first.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Second.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 11, move termination of land use contract 449.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On land use, move first.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 12, terminate land use contract number 435.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move first.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 12th.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
I'll move final on bylaw number 1.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
I'll move to amend the Central Semi-Arm Peninsula Local Area Plan and from suburban residential to half-acre.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
I move final.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
I'll move to amend the Orchard Grove NCP to adjust the alignment of a proposed lane to become north-south.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And move final.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Okay, I'll amend the South Newton NCP to redesignate a portion of the land from single-family to single-family small lots.
Second.
And modify road pattern.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And move final.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And move final on 5.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move final adoption on number 6.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 7, move that council is requested to amend the South Newton concept plan to redesignate site from single-family residential to single-family small lots.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 7, also move final.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Madam Mayor, on number 8, I have a family member who acquired the financial interest in one lot after third reading, so I'll be abstaining from the vote on this one.
Oh, there you go.
Madam Mayor, on number
8.
8, I will slowly move final as Councillor Gill leaves.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Councillor Gill?
Move final on 9.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Out of order.
Madam Mayor? Number 9 is out of order. Yes, thank you.
Move final adoption on 10.
Number 10.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Number 11 is out of order. Move final adoption on 12.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 13, move that
Permits.
council is requested to amend the portions of Fleetwood Town Centre plan from parks and linear corridors to single-family urban and from single-family urban to parks and linear corridors.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed?
On
Carried.
13, move final adoption.
Second. In favor? Opposed? Carried.
Also on 13, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7913004100.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move final adoption on 14.
Second. In favor? Opposition? Carried.
On 14, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7914017700.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 15, move that council is requested to amend the North Cloverdale West Newton concept plan to redesignate the site from single-family residential and townhouse 15 UP to small lots.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Final adoption on 15.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Also on 15, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7915016500.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 15 as well.
Second.
The second DVP 7915016501.
Second. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 16, move final adoption on the land use contract.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Also on number 16, move final adoption on the zoning.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Also on 16, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7912021700.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Also on 16, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7912021700.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
On 17, move that the council is requested to amend the North Grandview Heights neighborhood concept plan
is
to
there another
redesignate the site
DP
from
on
cluster
16?
housing 16. No,
The
there's no-
development variance,
think so.
then the development.
We got them.
And we got the DP as well?
Yeah.
We got it? Okay.
So on 17,
17, sorry.
move
Councillor.
council requested to amend the North Grandview Heights and neighborhood concept plan to redesignate the site from cluster housings to multiple residential.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Move final adoption.
Second. In favor, opposed, carried.
Move final adoption on the zoning.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Also on number 17, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7914025300.
Second. All those in favor, opposed,
Move final
Carried.
adoption on 18.
second. In favor, in opposition, carried.
On 18, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7914030700.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Move final adoption on 19.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Also on 19, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7915000300.
Second. All those in favor, in opposition, carried.
Move final adoption on number 20.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Also on 20, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7915012500.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
On number 20 as well, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7915012500.
Second. In favor. Opposition, carried.
Move final adoption on number 21.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Also on 21, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7914001700.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Move final adoption on 22.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Also on number 2, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7915013000.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
On number 22 as well, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7915013000.
Second. All those in favor, in opposition, carried.
Move final adoption on number 23.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Also on 23, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7914034800.
Second. All those in favor, in opposition, carried.
Also on 23, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7914034800.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
24, move that move that council is requested to amend the Sunnyside Heights neighborhood concept plan to redesignate the site from cluster housing 10 to 15 UPA to multiple residential 15 to 25 UPA.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Move final adoption on number 24.
Second. In favor, in opposition, carried.
Also on 24, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7915003100.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Also on 24, move that council approve the applicant's request to reduce the amount of required indoor amenity spaces and to provide cash in lieu for deficit.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Also on 24, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7915003100.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Move final adoption on number 25.
Second.
On the OCP.
All those in favor, opposed, carried. Opposed, carried.
Move final adoption on the zoning on number 25.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
On number 25, also move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7915022900.
Second. In favor, opposed, carried.
On number 26, move council's request to amend the Rosemary Heights West Land Use Plan to adjust the boundaries between preservation area, open space, and the cluster housing designation.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Move final adoption on the OCP.
Second. All those in favor, opposed, carried.
Also on 26, move final adoption on the zoning.
Second. In favor, opposed, carried.
Also on 26, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7906021300.
Second. All those in favor, Opposed? Carried.
For number 27, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7916010900.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 28, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7916002700.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 29, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7915016300.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Also on 29, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7915016300.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 30, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7915004800.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 30 as well, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7915004800.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 31, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7915035300.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Also on 31, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DP 7915035300.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 32, on the temporary use permit, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute TUP 7916018800.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 33, move that the council is requested to close application 7911014300 on file by law number 18236.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 34, council is requested to amend Sunnyside Heights NCP to redesignate the site from suburban residential 1 to 2 UPA to suburban transitional 2 to 4 UPA and urban transitional up to 8 UPA to low-density residential 6 to 10 UPA, as well as to accommodate modified road pattern relocation of drainage swales.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move final adoption on the OCP.
Second.
On 34.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Final adoption on the zoning on 34.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Also on number 34, council is requested to close DVP 7915008400 as it is no longer required.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 35, move the council is requested to amend the Fleetwood Enclave infill area concept plan to redesignate the site from 1/4 acre gross density 4 UPA to low medium density cluster 5 UPA.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move final adoption on zoning.
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried.
On number 36, council is requested to amend the Fleetwood Enclave area concept plan to redesignate the site from 1/4 acre gross density for UPA to low medium density cluster 5 UPA.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Final adoption on the zoning on 36.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On I1, move that the council approve DVP 7915028000 to proceed to public notification.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move adjournment.
Madam Mayor, before you adjourn, I might suggest that you could consider making a motion to start public hearing, because it is
In 13 minutes?
Yeah, you might want to give yourself an additional time.
Do we need a motion to
Please.
Start at 7:15 as opposed
that
to
would be
7?
excellent. Thank you.
Does that satisfy council? Then I'll entertain that motion.
Second.
Motion to...
Sorry.
Seconder. Thank you. All those in favor? 7:15 start. Carried.
Move adjournment.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Got